On the 25th of January, the government started rolling out by stealth its ID card scheme for British citizens. They've started by focusing on 16 to 24-year-olds. They said in the northwest and in London, but I've also found out they're rolling it out in Surrey. So I'm down here in Thames, Ditton and in Molesey asking 16 to 24-year-olds, are they aware of the risks of ID cards? ID cards will cost each person £30, and they've been billed as the answer to everything from illegal immigration to benefit fraud. The real risk with ID cards is that they'll make us less, not more safe, because this government's track record of safeguarding our personal information is woeful. So the question I'm asking young people today is, do you trust this government to safeguard 50 separate items of personal information on you on the National Identity Register?
I think 50 pieces of information seems excessive. I don't see why they need to have that level of information about me when they already hold so much in terms of my passport, my driving licence. It already has a lot of information on there. And if passports end up having fingerprints, ID on them and iris testing, then I don't see why they need all that level of information.
How do you feel about the government taking 50 separate personal items of your information and keeping it on a central database?
I'm not really too happy with it, to be honest, because I don't know where the information's going.
So how do you feel about the government taking 50 separate items of your personal information, putting it on a central database?
I don't want them to have my personal information, like 50 of them.
Why not?
Because that's a lot.
I don't really think the government needs any more information about me anyway. I've got a driving licence, they know my address, I've got a passport, and they've got lots and lots of information on me already. And I obviously work full time, so they've got all that information as well. They've got my bank details, all this kind of thing. So I don't really see why they need it in another database altogether on top of what they already have.
Do you trust the government to keep your personal information safe?
I don't think I trust anyone to keep my personal information safe, to be honest. I shrine to everyone at home, and I don't think that there is a secure way of keeping information so that nobody can ever get hold of it. I don't believe that anything's foolproof.
Personally, I don't think there's much point to it because I don't have a problem with proving who I am. I've got ID, I'm 18, I'm able to drink, I'm able to go out, so I don't want to really spend £30 on something.
Because I have a driving licence, which I carry with me all the time, so if I ever need to prove my ID, which I don't very often, then I've got that in my wallet.
If you forget to update your details, you can be fined £1,000. How do you feel about that?
I think that's ridiculous. It's an easy thing to just forget about. I forget lots of things every day.
So Sam, will you be signing up for one of the government's ID cards?
No, I won't.
So Joss, I've got to ask you, are you going to be signing up for an ID card?
Yeah, well then it's just another thing that needs to be updated because all your bills need to be updated and your base and everything. That's enough hassle as it is. And then you have to be fined £1,000 for not doing it. It's something you paid for initially in the first place. So I wouldn't be able to pay it. So.
I'm going to have to ask you, are you going to be signing up for an ID card?
I imagine I will.
So I have to ask you, are you going to be signing up for?
No.
Thanks very much.
I don't think so. £30 is a lot, but £1,000 for losing it?
ID cards are not popular down here, and it's easy to see why. We've spoken to a whole range of young adults, and the message is loud and clear. They don't know what possible benefit they'll get with an ID card. People are sceptical about this government's ability to safeguard our personal data. And one message I've heard loud and clear: why on earth do you need a piece of plastic at the cost of £30 just for the privilege of proving who you are?